Mauricio, lots of tears as well as obviously the joy. Can you sum up right now, an hour after, how you're feeling?
It's difficult with words to describe my feelings and my emotion. I think it's one of the most important night in my life. I think how finished the game, all that happened, first half, how we plan to play, how the plan was down after 3 minutes when we concede the corner and we concede the goal. And I think everything was amazing. I think the second half, the halftime, when we planned to make some changes and start to play and to have different alternatives to play, that's always believe, never give up. I think it's a lot of work now are in my head that that are so important. And of course, I think it's the most important that what I want to say is congratulate my player. They own the football. They deliver a great job. For me, I said before, they are heroes. I told you in the last 6 months, I think I repeat these sentences. I think they are superheroes now. To brought the club to the final of Champions League, I think is very close to a miracle. No one believed in us from the beginning of the season. We are so close, almost on the top 4, and sure on the 1st of June in Madrid, playing the final against Liverpool. And I think it's an amazing season in our new home. And I think this chapter that we are going to close now, that we are going to stand until the 1st of June, I think can be amazing to close the chapter, playing a final, and in case to win, should be an amazing book.
Okay. This night is the greatest night of your life. The team talk at half-time with the team 3-0 down, was that your greatest team talk? Most inspirational?
Not really. I think it's this type of moment that is so cruel, the football, because we didn't deserve on the first half to go on the dressing room 2-0, because I think we create a lot of chances, but we didn't score. And it was so cruel because how was possible when we planned to play, when it was all clear, and concede the goal that we concede, and the second goal after, of course, a counter-attack. And I think it was so cruel, and I think it was a little bit unfair. We talk a lot about how we need to keep going, playing, and of course, you know very well that was Wanyama out and Llorente in, and to try to find different alternatives to play on the game, and I think start to force them to go deeper, and I think the second half we fully deserve the victory and deserve to be in the final. I think is so fair that qualification for the final. Of course, Ajax is a great team, was a great opponent. I want to congratulate them. They were very good, but I think Tottenham today deserve to be on the final.
Okay, Guillaume, over there.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is there anything that you learned today from your squad or from yourself, from what happened, especially in the second half? Anything you didn't know about you as a manager and about your own team?
What unbelievable, Guillaume, because you write my book, and now I can understand your question.
We need to do another chapter, by the way.
Yes, we need to do another chapter. I learn a lot. Every single moment you learn from your player. They are great teachers. They own the football, not us, the manager. I am so grateful to them, and I am so lucky because I have a group of players that for me are superheroes after tonight. And I want to congratulate, I want to say thank you. We are so grateful because they brought us to the final to Madrid. And of course, I think every single season and every single tough moment, I think we learn a lot from our player, from our team. It's many things. It's difficult to describe everything, but I think we are so open always to try to learn from them. And of course, in the last 5 years, we were so tough with them, trying to push them to give their best. I learned a sentence here that is no pain, no gain. And I think it's an amazing thing because all that effort that we made in the last 5 years is today when you realize that the satisfaction and I don't know, now you need to help me, in English, valió la pena?
It was all worth it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, Rags at the front here.
Mauricio, congratulations. It's now an All-England Champions League final. How do you think you can beat Liverpool?
Let me to relax a little bit, It's going to be a time to talk about Liverpool. I want to congratulate Jurgen Klopp and all the players and Liverpool because I think they were amazing last night. We enjoy a lot about watching the tie against Barcelona. I think they are heroes too. And of course, it's going to be an amazing final in between two English teams that we are going to enjoy a lot.
Will you leave Spurs if you win the Champions League, like you said yesterday?
Sorry?
Will you leave Spurs if you win the Champions League, like you said yesterday?
Yes, I am going to leave, or if I lose, maybe two.
Okay, we've got questions from Ali. Ali, make yourself known. Thank you.
Mauricio, hello. Lucas Moura was like the calmest player on the pitch today. I mean, it's taken him a while to get to this point, settling into the team. How important was he tonight for you? I
think scoring hat-trick, 3 goals. If our players are superheroes, he is super hero. Because I think it was amazing. I think he was very clinical in front of the goal. Yes, I think a fantastic night, a magic night for him. Was so important. I think it's so important, I think after 5 years that we know each other, after we arrived to Tottenham, I think you know very well that always I fight against you because for you it's difficult to understand our rotation when we play with one, with another, that always talking about the team is the most important, not the names. Tottenham is the most important. I understand very well that, but that shows that the team is more important than any name. And when no play one, play another. And if you are honest and you show respect to 25 players that you need to manage every single day, I think this type of thing can happen. And to achieve big things, that is to make very clear that you need 25 players, and of course you need to show respect. And when some player cannot play, when you decide to play with one or another, or use different players during the games, I think is that belief in all the squad when it's genuine, I think pay off. And I think Lucas Moura, when he arrived, was a difficult and tough moment. Always we believe and push them to be better. Of course, it was tough period for him, but always we believe in them, and always we were honest and always respect him. And look today, without Harry Kane, or because many people talking about Sonny, but today was Lucas Moura that scored 3 goals. And if you don't respect the player, you cannot have only 11 players. Maybe with 11 players you can win some games, but to be in the final of Champions League, you needed 24 and 25. And the relationship must be always honest with everyone, because in some moment when you need to use, and they need to give the best.
Okay, we're going to have one question here and finish with David and John. Okay. You know what? Yeah.
Bueno, Mauricio, lo hago en español. Felicitaciones por la clasificación a la final. ¿Se notó mucho una diferencia entre el equipo del primer tiempo y del
Has to
segundo?
be in English, I'm afraid.
Okay, I can do it in English.
Yeah?
Yeah, sorry. There was a clear difference in the team in the first half and the second half. Could you tell me what was the message that you tried to bring across in the halftime talk?
But of course, for the normal people, it was completely different the first, and when you analyze, because we didn't score on the first half and they scored twice, and we scored 3 on the second half. But when you assess the first half, was complete unfair to be on the halftime 2-0 down. I think we deserved to score. We didn't score because we weren't clinical, and they scored. But I think in the second half, I think it's normal to push them, to force them, and I think the spirit of the team and never give up was amazing. The belief and the faith was the principal. Wasn't the tactical substitution or we changed the way to play. I think was the belief and the faith. I think that this is why I think we are now in the final. It's not because some technique situation that we change. Of course, that always you have a plan, and after I told before, football is the player own the football, and of course that spirit and that never give up, and with of course our advisors and of course the game plan, always can happen this type of situation. But of course, I think it's an amazing feeling. We are so happy. We are in the final, and of course we beat a very good team like Ajax that were beating on the past was beating Real Madrid and Juventus, and I think to beat them here on Johan Cruyff Arena, I think it's an amazing feeling for us.
Okay, one from David down here, and then finish over there.
Mauricio, it's a short question. Do you believe in destiny?
Of course. I believe we were talking about the destiny, but I believe in the destiny when you work so hard. I think only the destiny, to believe in the destiny because it's a nice word, no. I believe, first of all, is that you need to work so hard. And of course, if after you work hard and deliver your job, of course, I believe that the good act, and if you are honest, and of course you are going to be rewarded early or later, I think the reward is going to arrive.
Okay.